Hello everyone and welcome to my antique channel. This is Deanna speaking from Vintage Touch Antiques. Those of you who are familiar with my channel know that I like to share with you my antique collections and also show off some of the antiques when I find them as well as when they're ready for sale. I also like to show you how I use many of my antiques in my decorating. And today I want to show off my living room. But before I begin, I would like to remind you that I do have an online store, and I'll have the link to that in the description, where I sell vintage as well as antiques, and that I also sell antiques, 19th century and early 20th century antiques, in my antique booth that's located in Antique Crossroads, Hagerstown, Maryland. Today is a little bit overcast, and so I think that might be a better day to film this room because I have this large bow window right here, and it does stream the light in, which makes it a little bit more difficult because of the glare. I will probably still have some glare, but maybe it won't be quite as bad. So let's just turn around the corner here to the left. And let me begin by showing you what I have. And you will see a glare there right away. On the floor, well, first of all, I have this large antique bow front, glass bow front, china cabinet that I use here to house a collection of mine of red transferware. I'm a fan of transferware of many colors. And this is the room that I accent with my red transferware. On the left side of that china cabinet is a antique redware urn or large pitcher. You see the handle there with faux flowers, and then on the other side is an antique doll buggy that is a wicker. And it holds my antique composition doll. Now I do have a video that I did many years ago that shows off this cabinet in more detail, so I'm not going to go into this in detail, just show you an overview here of the china pieces that I have, and also show you that on the top here in the center is a picture of my husband and I, and we are surrounded there by the pictures of our 11 grandchildren that when they were all young. They're little pictures. Now again, back to this bow window. The window treatment here is done in kind of what some people call waterfall type of curtain that frames the window, and then it has the lace curtains, the lace curtain panels, and you can see some glassware there that's behind the curtains. Below the large window is an antique cast iron bench, which we use quite a bit actually because it can be removed and taken to the family room where it can become extra seating, and it works so well there because it sits right below that window. Over here in this corner, I have a little bookshelf there with some antique books, a picture of my mother and dad, a little gingerbread type of corner unit there that holds some more red transferware. And then we start with the end tables. Now these end tables are probably from the 30s. I really don't know exactly. But as you can see, I have a little, it's a Austrian little picture there that I'm using, and I could stick some flowers in there if I wanted to. I have a sentiment there in the form of an antique postcard that says, "God bless our home." I have a replica of a Victorian type of rotary phone, and it does work. And the lamps are not old, but I think that they work very well in this room. We chose leather in this room because it does give it a more classic look, along, like I said, with a country elegance. I do have like a Victorian type of footstool there, and I hope to maybe at some point change that cover to leather if I can get the leather to match. And then you will see like accent pillows in red ticking as well as toile. The mirror right above is an antique frame with a mirror that's been added. And then this corner has a taller end table. Again, I put accent pieces on here from my collections, like the antique books with the antique spectacles on top. I have a cloisonne egg. I have sitting there as well Edison record that's in one of the tube records. That's something that you might have seen in an early parlor. And then a vase of faux flowers. And this is an iron lamp that hangs here. I did replace the shade on the lamp. There's a magazine rack there. That's an earlier one. Again, the sofa. And this is going to be a glare, so I'm going to get to the side here so you can see it as well as possible. The picture, the artwork that I have above the sofa shows a couple of ladies in a Victorian parlor playing a harp. So again, that goes with the elegant country look. And then I have in front of the sofa, I have like a redware pot there that holds some dried flowers on the coffee table. And it has under the glass some early postcards. And I like roses, so I've put a lot of roses here. And then these early postcards are of places that we have lived. Okay, just moving around to the next corner then. Another end table, and this one has a little blue transferware cup and saucer on a demi-tasse one. And there is an early book with metal latches. There's another early little bud vase, the same lamp that complements the other one. And then here I have an antique clock, and I believe those are called, I think they're called, I'm not sure what they're called, I forget right now. But it does work, but I don't have it running right now. And again, two early pictures that I have had from postcards that I had them enlarged and hangs on the wall of places where we used to live. So that gives it a nice little touch. And then finally, I have a little three-tiered glass stand there. Early picture. And just another faux plant. So you can see this room, like I said, is used primarily for conversation. And so, and you can see, and you my reflection as well in the mirror over there, but you can see that it is an elegant country look, and I think it works well with the antiques that I've chosen for this room. So I thank you for watching this video and invite you to visit my antique booth that's in Antique Crossroads, Hagerstown, Maryland. if you're ever in the Hagerstown, Maryland area. Also, I'd like to invite you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And of course, be sure and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when and if there's another video. And then finally, let me remind you to enjoy your antiques and get them out and put them on display like I've done here in my living room. And enjoy what you have, learn about them, and enjoy the history behind them, because when you own an antique, you own a piece of history. So bye-bye till next time.